know we've been fighting 400 and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
I haven't able to been breaking it down. I took a couple clips that I'm going to, put a video together for Deontay, and Deontay hasn't seen it yet.
Because that second knockdown, I was going to say, have you discussed that second knockdown with him? Because you can see the referee stopped his count, and Tyson was down for probably about 13 seconds. But obviously, the referee had to get Deontay back into his corner. Have you discussed that moment?
Yeah, I did discuss that with Deontay, and I told him, I said, but you got to realize, even though Deontay knocked Fury down in that fourth round, he was still not coherent because he had got knocked down the round before. Yeah. So when he knocked him down, he went to the corner. He was very incoherent. He just didn't know. But that cost us more time on the clock for the count. And it's in the rule book that if you're not in the neutral corner, the ref will stop the count and put you in the neutral corner, then continue the count. So, I really have no problems with it because I look at it like we just was in a tough position as far as being coherent. And Deontay went to the opposite corner. The ref did his job. Fury was able to get more time on the clock because of that. And fate took his course.
Those are the words of Malik Scott, ladies and gentlemen. And as you heard him say, the trainer of Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder, that Deontay Wilder was incoherent and he made a mistake and it cost him more time. Okay? There's really not much you can argue with that. You got people inboxing me. You got people talking shit. Andre Ward, Daniel Cormier, Joe Rogan. All these guys, man, they need to really take heed and pay attention to what true rules are. It's in the rule book. The rule book shows what that referee needs to do, and he did exactly that. He didn't do nothing out of the ordinary. He didn't do nothing extra. He didn't do nothing under. He didn't do nothing over. He did what he's supposed to do as a referee. There's nothing else that you can say about that. Okay? And that's not even reasonable. That is truth. So Malik Scott was like, well, I don't pay attention to that. If you think that would have been a problem, you think Malik Scott would have said something? He would have said something before now. And that's the thing about people not fighting or knowing how to fight their own battles. And Malik Scott knows, okay? If there was a problem with the count, they tried to say he was counting slower. Some idiot kept inboxing me, was like, well, he counted a lot faster. He counted that slow count. He counted slow. I'm like, well, did he count any slower than the ref counted for Deontay? Fucking imbecile couldn't, he didn't know any better. He couldn't even answer the question, rather. And it was sad because I'm like, dude, give it up. Okay, there was nothing wrong with that count. He made a mistake and it cost him more time. It happens. Shit happens. Okay? So that's nothing to really debate, and it's bad because the culture we're in the times of day, it's people are too sensitive that they can't see common sense. Make that what you will. And it's getting bad because it's like, dude, the man lost. The referee did his job for both fighters. He cautioned both fighters. He instructed both fighters. He warned both fighters. He counted the same pace for both fighters. Tyson Fury just didn't make the mistake that Deontay Wilder made. Okay? And it took Malik Scott to shut it down. But it's good that he did shut it down. Why? Because, see, camps are important. And now that it means a lot more to everyone that Malik Scott's there, because Malik Scott is not putting up with the opportunity for BS. Okay? See, Mark Breland got fired, okay? But where was JD's the head trainer? See, he could have shut down all the bullshit just like Malik Scott did. Think about it. Why didn't JD's make an account on what happened to him or what happened in the corner? Okay? what happened in that dressing room with Tyson Fury. We had to see a video of BT Sports, which explained everything. Because, I mean, if you have half a brain, you can see, okay, he was there watching the gloves. But then you never seen JD's come out and say, you know what? No, with nothing wrong with the gloves, guys. I watched the gloves. They were fine. I checked the gloves. But he said nothing. That is still unacceptable because that opened the opportunity for all this BS to go and allow to happen and allow Deontay Wilder to feed into it and allow him to lie right around with it. See, if it wasn't for guys like Malik Scott, then he could probably pick up here a few months later and say, you know what? The count was wrong. They changed the referee on us. That wasn't right. They knew what they were doing. Just like these channels are doing right now. You know what I mean? And then see, you got guys like Joe Rogan, love him, watch his podcast, Andre Ward, who else? Daniel Cormier, UFC guy. All these guys, Joe Rogan, UFC guy. Those guys don't know the rules of boxing. And so they have to get educated for someone that knows the rules of boxing. And who knows the rules of boxing is Malik Scott. He knows the rules of boxing. Okay? And you can look that up for yourself. And it doesn't take a rocket science to find out, hey, no, that was legit and it was legal. It wasn't sticklerish. It was what he's supposed to do. Okay? And look, and then here's the thing. Even if you watch Tyson Fury, he still got up on the 9 count. Okay? But I guarantee you, if that wouldn't have happened, he would have got up on the 9 count. They would have said, oh, you know what? It was a long count. They would have still said it was the count was slow. Just like they said in the first fight. Just like what the one guy, Dante's flunky said, right? He would say that a lot. You know, this is a throwback to the first fight. Dude, stop. The man lost, right? He needs to work on things. That's exactly what Malik Scott was saying. Hey, I got clips to show Deontay of what we did wrong and how we can improve as being a fighter, you know, and me being a trainer help you to do so. That's exactly what it was about. But it shuts down all the foolishness. So all these people that think that man, Russell Mora, the referee of that fight that night, did something wrong, did something in favoritism of Tyson Fury, you all know where to go. Bars. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Malik Scott shutting down the long count issue with the trilogy fight. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.